Faith, worn boldly, wrinkles worn proudly. Life shapes us in ways we never expect. Every wrinkle, every scar, every challenge leaves its mark, telling a story of where we've been and what we've endured. There is wisdom in those lines, strength in those experiences, and grace in the journey. Too often we focus on what time has taken instead of what it has given. But there is something profoundly beautiful about a life well lived, a spirit refined by trials, and a heart strengthened by faith. Faith has a way of carrying us through the hardest seasons. When faced with mountains too high to climb and storms too fierce to bear, we are reminded that we do not walk alone. God moves mountains. He calms the wind and the waves. He sees every struggle, hears every prayer, and works all things together for good. A little faith, even the size of a mustard seed, is enough. It's not about how big the challenge is, it's about how big our God is. Resilience is born in the moments when giving up seems like the only option. It is in the quiet strength of pressing forward when the world says to stop. Life will test us, sometimes to the point where we wonder if we will make it through. But the seasons change and storms do not last forever. What once felt impossible becomes part of the testimony of survival, of growth, of grace. Every hardship carries with it the opportunity to learn, to trust, and to become something more. Looking back, it is easy to see the hand of God in every season. The prayers whispered in the dark, the nights filled with uncertainty, the moments when hope seemed lost. Somehow we are still here, still standing, still growing. Gratitude shifts the perspective from what was lost to what was gained. Every trial leaves behind wisdom. Every burden carried makes way for new strength. There is beauty in reflecting on how far we have come. Authenticity matters. There is no need to pretend, to hide, or to act as if life has been easy. The most powerful stories are the ones spoken with honesty, the ones that acknowledge the struggle while celebrating the victory. Wrinkled spirits are not afraid to share their journey, to embrace the imperfections, and to remind others that faith is not about having all the answers, but about trusting the one who does. God's promises do not change. No matter how uncertain life feels, His truth remains steady. He will never leave us, never forsake us, never fail to provide. The weight of the world may press down, but He carries what we cannot. When everything seems impossible, He reminds us that with Him, all things are possible. Faith anchors us, prayer fuels us, and trust sustains us. The mountains we face may seem unmovable, but they are not bigger than God. The storms may rage, but they will not last forever. What is impossible for us is possible for Him. This life, with all its trials and triumphs, is a journey meant to be walked in faith, filled with hope, and lived with courage. Every wrinkle, every scar, every season has a purpose, and in that purpose there is beauty. Even to your old age and grey hairs, I am He who will sustain you. I have made you and I will carry you. I will sustain you and I will rescue you. Isaiah 46:4. The heart of wrinkled spirits, a message of faith, resilience and trust in God's unchanging presence. No matter the seasons we go through, God promises to sustain us, to carry us, and to never leave us. Every wrinkle tells a story of His faithfulness, and every challenge is an opportunity to lean on His strength.